do it that way. Take it away.
All right. Maybe we'll go over here. So this is a cool quick trick. Got a copper coin and a silver coin. So copper and silver. Now this is kind of an observation test. If I take the silver over here, what does that leave over here? The
copper.
Is the copper.
Oh, actually, that's the silver there, the copper there. Let's try that again. All right. Silver. Take the silver out. Well, here's how I do it. I can let you win, or I can let you, or make you lose. Just a snap like that. The silver's there. Now the copper is there. See, whenever I want, I can switch the coins, or I can make them jump over there.
What?
So that's a quick little copper silver fun thing, and it's really easy to do. So I'll just go to this view. So you have a copper, silver, and then just a silver coin. Now you can start with the coins in your hand, or what I did was, sorry, I was looking at my screen and I'm flipped. How I started was I had both the coins, the copper silver, on top of the silver. Now you can't see that yet, but I'm opening the trick, and I'm about to tell you we have a copper coin and then a silver coin. So I let that copper silver just do like a half revolution. So you might have seen the silver, but I promise you in real life, all you see is copper. Sorry, I got this backwards. You want to do the silver coin first. The silver coin first. The real silver. So in your hand, the copper is against your fingers, then the silver on top. Sorry. You push that out, you display it. Then we have a copper coin. So you let that do a half revolution. And then, so I built this trick around this move right here, which is from Michael Rubinstein. And this is so fun. You can turn the coins over and display a copper and silver coin. So what's happening is, at all times they'll see that silver coin because it's peeking out from your hand. What happens with the copper silver is, I'm not going to flip you off, but I'm going to remove all my fingers so you can see what I'm doing. This gets scooted forward, and then the thumb contacts the silver coin, and the copper coin sort of wraps around, and you're actually flipping the silver coin. The copper silver wraps, it goes forward and then wraps around as you flip the real silver coin. Let me try coming up here. All right. So you're coming here, push this forward, and it wraps around, and then you flip. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Oh, yeah, that's a really nice move. It's kind of reminiscent of when you do the classic 2-card money with a double face or double backer. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. So, like I said, I kind of built this whole sequence around that move because I thought I just love that little. It's so deceiving. So, in other words, this routine is like it's still evolving and like extending, but I like this part here. So we've done this display. We did this display, showed the copper. Kind of flip it once or twice, and then you can make this into a bet or just like a straight up transposition. So whatever you feel like. So now the left hand makes a fist, turns palm down. You're going to grab the copper silver. Show it as silver. It should be, as you turn over, if you drag it out with your thumb, it's going to be in the correct orientation. So you just pull it out, then let it fall to your open hand. And then boom, you can show the silver over here. And then next time you open your hand here, you've just flipped that over. So you say, let's do it again. Now you go and grab the real silver. So grab it with your fingers, not your thumb this time, because that one's in front. Pull out the real silver. I don't try to make a huge display out of this. I just flip it, but kind of make sure they see both sides in case they're starting to, you're leading them down the path like, oh, that was a trick coin, but now you're like, no, it's real. Then you do a boom. Display this as silver over here. Now we're going to do like the 10 Kai pennies thing from Ponta the Smith. So there's kind of this cool discrepancy here because you've shown the real silver here, and then boom, you show the silver here, but you don't go like this to show the copper because you can't. But immediately they saw silver, then boom, no, silver here. Immediately you go tap, tap. Then you're going to make like a handgun, sort of. And then use your thumb to push this coin into deep backclip. So silver was here, then boom, no, silver's here. Then you duck your ring finger and pinky in as your thumb pushes that out. And like all the while you're coming back and flattening out. So it's tap, tap, and then you're kind of there already. And now your left hand has moved that way. So your thumb can get out of the way. And you plant this coin, but you plant it with this copper side up. And then get that fake tap through the hand with that coin. And then you don't want to hold this super long because the hands should kind of be symmetrical, but they're not right now. But then you just go, boom. This move is from Homer Leewag and Chris Kenner. They call it the flim flam yim yam move.
I love that name.
So
Yeah, funny enough, I was actually just playing with this earlier today. It's a great move. Because yeah, I actually learned this from Ponta the Smith.
yeah, if you don't have this book, this is absolutely fantastic for the coin magic in here, but there's killer card magic in here. So this is one of my top 5 books.
Isn't that book out of print?
It came back in print, but it might be out of print again.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, that did come back in print for a short period of time after many, many years.
Nice.
And so, like I said, this idea is evolving, but it's a nice sequence, and it's quick, it's effective, it's visual, and it can be playful. And a lot of times after this moment, like they've seen that rapid fire kind of transposition, I'll just reach in my pocket and grab a copper coin. So I've got one here. And then really quick, I'll just go into Presto Changeo from Bobo's, which is another that's one of my favorite tricks. One of the first tricks I really learned to do pretty well. So
A few tricks actually good in that book. No comment.
yeah. The cool thing is I do it kind of differently. I think in Bobo's it starts out with 2 silver coins. So the copper silver on silver side. But here I start with this situation, and then I'll actually ask the person, just say copper or silver. Now, whatever they say, I'm going to grab the silver coin and switch it out for the copper coin. So if they said copper, I said, okay, copper. Now watch this silver coin as it changes to copper. Now, if they said silver, I'd just say the same thing. Say, oh, okay, silver. Watch the silver coin. If I keep it with the copper coin, it changes to copper. And then they're both silver. Just go through the Presto Changeo routine. And then you could take the copper silver and do like a visual change. And then kind of end on that. Or sometimes I'll flow right into copper silver transposition in their hand. So that's a nice little way to link up routines.
So, Mr. Rick Holcombe, where would one like to buy that half and half copper silver? Actually, hold on. Let me actually switch this to the face here. Here we go. Perfect. So, Mr. Holcombe, how you doing? How would one like to buy that half and half copper silver coin?
Well, this is from Copeland Coins, which I highly recommend. Jeff put a lot of thought into this, and the problem with once you get the dollar size, you can see that seam. Most copper silver coins it's split half and half on the edge.
Yeah.
But once you get to a dollar size, that edge is so thick. I think I have so this is a prototype, from 2019, I think.
Ooh.
We asked Roy Coopers if he could do it. Jeff didn't have this new idea yet, the way he cut it differently. We were thinking about using Roy to like mass produce them so we could sell them, but like he cut it right half and half. I tried to darken that. That's why the silver's kind of weird.
Oh my. Okay.
But you'll notice, trying to get my hand in the frame. You will flash that silver like pretty easily when you're just working. And it's, like I said, once you get to that size, the edge is hard to deal with. So Jeff had this idea of making the cut differently. So when you look at the side, it's like 95% copper. And even when you're on the silver, the edge just kind of looks like it's in the shadow,
Yeah.
The problem is if you're on the copper side, silver really shows up. So
Ooh,
other
I like
than that, if you prefer $half, I mean, I don't think it matters how the cut is, because the $half, the edge is so thin. So you could certainly go to Copeland Coins, but a lot of people don't prefer, the tiger coin, they want they want an actual real coin like British penny or the old British pennies. So as far as half dollars go, I mean, you could kind of go anywhere. There's this guy in Florida. I've gotten like 2 half-dollar copper silvers from him. His name's Pete. No, Paul something. I found him on the Magic Cafe. It's like all he does is copper silver coins. So if he has a weird website with, it's not a domain. It's just like this weird URL that I don't remember, but
Live leaks.
But yeah, Rick, Jeff Copeland's Illusion Edge idea is absolutely brilliant because the line of demarcation on traditional copper silver coins can be quite cringeworthy. I have personal experience handling them, so I'm glad that you showed that off. And also, I remember Jay actually told me, Jay Ezra, he told me about this guy named Tom Ladshaw, who makes some pretty nice gaff coins out of like replica Morgans and stuff for really affordable prices. So I think it's TomLadshawMagic.com. I actually took a look, and his stuff actually looks pretty nice too.
Yeah,
I've heard
Tom's stuff is great.
I've heard that name.
Sorry.
I just never.
Yeah,
I don't
where
have
is he
personal
based?
experience.
Where is he based from again, Jay?
I think he's in Texas, if
Yeah,
I'm not
Texas.
mistaken. I'm sitting here playing with his coins right now. They're my coins. That's my go-to is Tom Ladshaw's stuff,
Right.
and it's reasonably priced. It's not premium quality, of course.
Yeah,
But,
and they're replica coins too. But
yeah, they're replica coins. They're clad. It's not silver, so. But for the price that you pay, they're great coins, and you can work them. Yeah,
Right.
I highly recommend him. But anyway, back to Rick.
Right. Where do
Yeah.
you say these? Where do you say that half and half was on Copeland coins? Is it on the site? Because I'm about to cop that with the quickness.
Yeah, it's
yeah, CopelandCoins.com.
Hold on. I'll find it. Don't worry.
yeah. I was gonna say I don't know if it's under coins or products because he sells silver coins. Like he'll match like a 4-coin set for you, like with the patina. Because depending on where you live, it's hard to get. Where I live, there's like a huge flea market, and there's like a coin shop in there, and
Got
so
it.
I can get them locally.
Yeah,
But I know
that's
everyone
nice.
can't.
That's
Yeah, I found
nice.
Yeah, no, I found it. We good. We Gucci.
But yeah, the way I got my barbers, for example, is I just went on eBay, I looked at the lowest prices, and then just compared them, and to make sure they looked as similar as possible. But personally, I don't really care whether or not they are. But mine happened to be pretty decent. But yeah, that's another thing someone could do.
Nice. So I had a title for this thing, but I mean, I kind of decided just to keep it loose and like just show stuff because people want to learn stuff and not hear lectures. But
Yeah. Could I
So
make a
what is-
suggestion actually?
yeah,
Could you cover the rolling retention for anyone who may not know it?
sure.
Yeah, I love this move.
Great move.
Can you also do the French drop? Ooh.
Oh yeah. Get close as possible.
Ooh, intimate.
Oh
Oh my.
my!
That was a good ditch.
That was a little flashy.
Ooh.
Dang. Relax. So this is the rolling retention. Now you can do it like that or just like the fingertip retention. You can kind of do this upside down. Or you can do it from like back to front, like That looks good too. Or of course, side to side. I'm flashing major. So this came about just fiddling around with, this is basically Al Schneider's technique, which no one credits, but he has a move called the snapback vanish. So it's this action. And the coin just sits there, basically on the side of your middle finger. And then it's just, you're hiding just the edge with your index finger. So this is like a really casual, for me at least, like I kind of carry my hands this way anyway. So just fiddling with that, the snapback vanish, I realized, like, what if I could keep the coin in the ending position from the beginning? Because, like I said, the middle finger has all the control right there. And silver just has this tendency to grip to your skin better than clad and other coins. So using that, all that together, you can kind of float the coin. I'm not totally vertical here. I'm kind of like, I don't know, 20 degrees back from vertical. And so it appears that the coin's rolling off my fingers. But really, I'm just straightening my middle finger. It kind of looks like a yo-yo. And then you want to, at the peak of that motion, you've reached your left hand. So I kind of, I'll maybe be flicking the coin like that, as you catch it right in that position. So it's a good place to start. Just do one of those, and then I'll open my hands together, like, so my left hand won't be open and then the right hand comes to it. It's like they both open like that. And so when you're in this, retention of vision position, it's just a matter of like literally turning your right hand. Because like I said, the index finger is all that's hiding the coin. Because in this horizontal position, it's only the edge that would be visible. So you're already there, you just turn and then come out.
Can you explain the timing on the rolling retention, Mr. Holcombe? Mr. Rick Holcombe. Sorry, I apologize.
The timing, well, like I said, kind of both hands open together. And so you're going to kind of close them together. So boom.
One more time. Ugh. Okay.
Now there's people that misexplain the retention of vision. There's the actual phenomenon in the brain that's, this is a real phenomenon. It's called persistence of vision. And most people compare it to like a camera flash, but that's a different phenomenon. That's called after image. When that flash bulb like stays in your vision for the next 5 minutes. That's not the same thing as what's happening here. Persistence of vision is where the brain fills in the gaps between, usually emotion, but also it's the light that's key to like triggering your brain to fill in. So they see the animation of the coin, but then like all retention of vision vanishes, you want that glimmer right at the end to really like sell that moment, and the brain fills in. So along with your timing, it's this motion that, like, once this happens, every vanish I do, every vanish technique, false transfer, I'm using my whole posture and which foot my weight is on, so that the coin is started in my right hand, and then I do whatever false transfer, and then I kind of come to the left. So their brain has filled in, and they're convinced that coin's over there because of the animation, because of the light, and that phenomenon, persistence of vision. It's like, I think somewhere in history, someone changed persistence to retention of vision. And then people think retention means like literally retain, to take it back, which isn't a wrong translation, but I mean, it comes from this actual scientific phenomenon, persistence of vision. So that's a little nugget.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Sorry.
But I mean, that gets into a little of like I said, I gave this all a title and stuff, but all of my coin magic hinges on that idea of, not a lot of people talk about this, but Jay Sankey does, and I learned this from him like years ago on his revolutionary coin technique. And coin magic is like almost as much in your body as it is, in your fingertips and your hands. So everything I do is mostly stand up, mostly in the hands. So I'm selling stuff like with my posture and how I move. Stefan, you mentioned the French drop. It's just the same idea as what I've talked about. I always prefer false transfers that have more animation to them, because again, that's selling the persistence of vision. Their brain's going to watch this shiny object go from over here to over here. So no matter what technique you're doing, it could just be a toss. It could be the French drop. It could be the classic retention of vision. Whatever you're going to do, have it come from the starting point on this side and finish on this side. And along the way, your whole body follows and your eyes follow. So the larger point of this lecture is, if you can sit and be honest with yourself and clarify some goals, like what do you want to get out of your magic? Are you a hobbyist? Like, I consider myself a hobbyist, but I do perform a lot, not as an income, but mainly for fun. But for me personally, I feel like you're missing a lot if you're not performing for people, even just friends and family. But they'll probably get tired of you. But getting out to like I got a barbershop in my town. There's a bar in it, and people are getting their hair cut. People are hanging out there. There's a pool table. So I'll go down there. I know the guys and the owner. They cut my hair. So I'll go down there and just hang out and show magic, try new stuff. So if you can be honest with yourself and really clarify what are you doing with your magic, or what do you want to do with your magic, and then further identify what's your style, what appeals to you. So in regards to coin magic, let's just say, all right, I want to be a really good coin magician. Well, there's a lot of coin magic styles out there. There's, table coin magic, stand up in the hands, like what I prefer, close up. But then there's like parlor style, which is, some people don't realize Instagram magic, that's parlor magic. Like, that would play for a parlor setting where your audience would be completely in front of you. maybe like off to the side, but all your angles are good. And it translates to social media magic or that type of magic. So, a lot of people shouldn't really be using silver dollars. Like, I see people trying to do stuff up close with silver dollars, and like, yeah, the bigger coin is better, it's more visual, but silver dollars it's more of a parlor coin magic type of coin. If you use silver dollars up close, you've got to step back. I mean, and if you're using edge grip stuff, you can't be like this camera. This is like an arm's length away. I'm almost touching the lens. Like once you get, I don't have it at the right angle, but once you get into edge grip stuff, Downs palm, like you have to keep your hands all the time, like up here. You can't come down here unless you step like 6 feet back. But now we're not doing close-up magic anymore. You've now put yourself into a parlor magic stance, so to speak. So just by clarifying your goals, what you want with your magic, and then identifying your style and what appeals to you, you'll be able to immediately start ignoring, well, I'm 41 now. So like I've long ago decided like, I like how that looks, but I'm not going to work on that thing. I don't have time to work on that. Or like, I like watching that, but I'm not going to do that. Because there's so much other magic it's easier and more impactful. Coin magic's, it's hard. It's like a lot of work for the payoff that you get. You work on these sleights, and then if you go out there and perform like you should, and you see the reactions, the majority of the time people are like, oh yeah, that's good. But you want people to freak out. But coin magic can do that, but I think, like I said, the effort put into the payoff you get, you should work on having more of a variety of stuff, like quick impromptu stuff, a few cards, tricks, maybe 1 or 2 pieces of like mental magic or mentalism, and then you got coin stuff in there. So it then leads you to decide like how much coin magic do you need. And it's okay to work on, endless stuff, because magic is a hobby anyway. It's fun. But this kind of stuff, it's going to save you money from buying the latest like shiny project, or this guy put out a new move. Let's go get that. You'll be able to save your time, save some money, if you can identify what you want. And then you start working on that style. Now you've focused in on specific things, and you're going to progress faster than you've ever progressed. Because before, if you've been distracted by, just being a move monkey, basically, so that kind of went on different tangents. But
Nah, man, Rick dropping some bangers, bro. Y'all need to stay woke. Y'all need to wake up, bro. Come on now, let's wake up.
so
But yes, very nice points, Rick. I also want to make another suggestion. Since you have some really killer material on it, would it be possible if you could show some coin box work?
Oh, I love Okido Box.
sure.
Is there a please in that, please?
Yeah, I think people would really like what you do.
Oh my God, Rick is about to do the keto stuff. My fault. Yo,
Yeah, take out your box.
a keto box, and the Brent Braun thing. Yo, Rick about to drop some bangers on y'all. Yes, sir.
So does anyone have the brass class from Rooster that we put out with Copeland coins?
No,
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is.
matters to me.
I took one of his routines and I changed a lot about it, but I'll just do it. I'll just do it.
Let's do the magic. Let's go.
So this is pretty interesting. Oh, that's my Boston box. My bad.
You straight, homie. I got you. I'm gonna hype you up. Yo, if y'all haven't seen Rick's the keto stuff, bro, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Just all right, I'm sorry.
I have this old brass box that I found perfectly fits these old silver $50. So I've got 3 old silver $50 and this brass box. What's cool is you can take these coins one at a time and have them arrive back into the box. So that's the first coin. We have 2 more to go. Just 2. Take the second one. And then in the box, there's 2. Leaving just the 1. Give that a squeeze till it gets small enough. We can drop it right in all 3 coins. So this is a really fun one. Probably I do this most for people. This can happen in their hands. So you don't even need the table or anything with this. So it just uses 4 coins and a Copeland box. But the reason I like this box, well, I helped design the final product here. We went through a few prototypes, but the main thing I like is the lid perfectly holds back 1 coin. And I used to use Buddha boxes, which were made by Chaz Pro Magic, and you can get 1 coin to stay in those lids, but these Walking Liberties are so worn, you'll often get 2 caught in there, and it's. I used other moves to get around that in the past, but with this, it makes it very streamlined, and just the whole routine is smoother. And so to open, you're going to show the box, and then it turns upside down. So my thumb's on the bottom right now, but you're showing it like this, and then you come to this position. Now you're going to open it upside down. So it rests on your fingertips. You're going to lever up with your thumb. And then this is just the Marlowe friction pass, like from the lid. So 3 coins have dropped, and then you've held 1 back. Immediately after that, I dropped the box there, and then my hand turns inward, and then I grab the lid like that. So they've never gotten a view of that coin. Now this displays from Roosters. It's awesome. While you're holding the lid, you come to the box and grab it with your middle finger, and then let go with your index. So you're holding the box and the lid like this. It just looks really so fair. And so you can lay that in their hand, put the lid on. This is all like stand up in the hand stuff. So then your first coin, so you're 1 ahead, okay? Now your first coin is just that pull back move from Jeff Latta. So your left thumb's just pulling back like this. And you time that with your take. Now a little point on this, don't overdo this move. Like keep it right at your fingertips. Some people want to go like this. You might try Eric Jones' idea. He dips backward and does that. That's pretty, but it's like a little over finessed for me. I just come here and do it. So that's your first coin, super easy. Boom. Now you're going to take the lid and put it to the bottom of your spread here, just like it's a coin. Then you dump this into their hand, put the box in their hand, and you replace that coin. Now, Rooster does a different thing right here. So this is one of my twists on his idea. You're going to pull this bottom coin into the lid as if the lid were a shell. And then you let the other two coins just fall into your hand. So one coin's hidden, and then the top coin there. Those are going to fall in your hand. You're going to drag the bottom coin into the lid, and you just show two coins there, and you're just taking the lid back so you can put it back on the box. So in sequence, that looks like that. It goes, that's your first coin. Take the lid. So any noise that the coin's like scraping into the lid, any noise is covered by that. So you might say that 2 more to go. Put the lid back on. And then this is another change I made to his routine. He would basically repeat the same move just there. Instead, I thought it's much more efficient to go like this. You show the situation here, 2 more to go. Close your left hand up, and then you're going to take out both coins, but you hold the back one out of view. So it's super simple to do with just 2 coins in your hand, and it's just as fast as actually like taking out 1 coin. So you're hiding that one. We're going to vanish that one. Now I just quietly take that one away. The coins are touching, and they could like make a scrape noise, but just gently take it away. Let it fall here. As you classic palm, I take the lid and just drop it in my hand. Now dump those into their palm. We're going to replace them. And now I let that coin fall on top of the lid. As my hands come together, I'm going to feed this one under the lid. Kind of like in one action, I've just come like this. So put the coins back, and then I do this. And then that, I kind of fumbled that, but you get the idea. And then, so we're loaded up with the last coin. And you could do anything you want on the last coin. I mostly just kind of do a little French drop move. Classic palm it, and then just play with that little moment. And then you can have them open the box now, or you can dump it in their hands. And that's it. That's a nice little, like I said, in the hands, stand up, fun routine. And any questions?
That's gas.
Gas.
93 octane. I had a question. I forgot it. Sorry about it.
Well, that made me think of something. I'll show you here. So a lot of people don't like the Aikido box, or they're embarrassed to use it. And I mean, it's not like an everyday carry for me, even though I love it. I mean, I have carried it around before, but so I came up with kind of an Aikido box routine that doesn't use the box. It just uses the coin purse. So this might be a cool alternative for you. It looks like this. All right. So this is a cute little mystery with 4 coins and a coin purse. So the coins go in the coin purse. We take one out. Oh, sorry. We get 1 coin. If that actually happened, there'd just be 3 coins in the purse. So I'll show you that again. 3 coins go into the purse. One coin comes out, which should leave just 2 coins in the purse. And then we have 2 here. We'll take the last one here and just drop it there, which should just leave 1 coin. And then I forget the ending of this trick. But the idea is to have an Aikido box kind of routine without having the box on you. So this is kind of from Kainoa's Victorian coins and glass. So it's just 4 coins in a shell, but you're using the purse as like that box. And I've always thought of the box as like having an extra set of hands, because you can hide things in it, you can take things out of it. It gets you ahead or it gets you one behind, depending on whatever you're doing. So it's a valuable tool to play with, like having this other prop. But you don't need the box. You can just have any container where you can take the coins in and out of. And if you have a shell involved, it's almost like doing coins across in your hands. But I think the addition of another object makes it it just puts some more smoke, behind the method. But so if you have Kainoa's routine, he finishes the last coin. I mean, like any coins across routine, you can load that last coin and then take the shell away. So maybe I don't even use the purse on the last one. I just use that last phase, which is the strongest phase. The coin appears in their hand. So we just do that on the last one. And then you can get rid of your shell as you put the coin purse away, or depending on what you might go into after that. So that's a fun idea to play with.
I forget who I saw do it, but someone he would fold a little like origami envelope out of a napkin. And the same sort of point where you're making about having something some other prop there that you can use. And
Hey, champ. I got a question about that. Oh, did he die again? Oh, he's back. All right, cool. I got a champ about that that last phase for that Aikido box joint. I got the first 2. I forgot the last one and how the hold on. So wait for it. All right, so 1 there. So we got the 2 there, right? Yeah. So I'm here, right? We took the 2 out here, so we wave, right? So that's gone, right? We classic palm this. We take the lid off and put it here. We dump this in the hands, right? So that's the 3, right? And I think we put this on the top. Shoot. See, this is what I'm stuck at. So I'll go through the motions with you. I'll go through it. So boom, 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 right? Friction pass, hashtag Marlow, hashtag RIP. So he's here, right?
Yeah, boom, display.
Right, so this is
that goes in their hand.
Mm-hmm. Now you do the whatever.
This move. Lid goes to the fan.
Yep.
You show that in their hand.
Mm-hmm.
You drag the bottom coin in the lid, then let go of the other coins.
Yeah.
Simultaneous. Show there's just two.
Mm-hmm.
Close your left hand. Take out both coins.
Got it.
That's your second coin. Take this quietly. Classic palm. Throw the lid there. Show the two. They go back. Now this goes on top. The hands come together and you feed this.
Oh, got it.
I mean, you could choreograph this differently.
Hold on. Ugh.
It just kind of, it flows for me. You basically want to load this under the lid, but I find, this is enough noise and I can do it quickly and just get it over with.
All right, cool.
Then on your last coin, you can do whatever. Just the retention finish, retention of vision.
Do this one though.
The rolling retention.
Do the hashtag this the
Sly palm vanish.
hashtag sly palm. Okay, and then that goes there. All right, cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So here's another cool thing. You can use the box or a coin purse. I gotta remember my setup here. All right. So this is fun. This is published in the Hermit magazine. And it's kind of like got a mentalism twist to it. So you show the box and 3 different coins. There's a silver, a brass Chinese coin, and a copper coin. Now, Stefan, the choice is yours. You saw the coins, a silver, a copper, and a brass coin. Which coin would you like?
Give me the brass.
The brass coin. Now, I'm going to close this box. You said the brass coin.
Yeah.
Correct. Now, if you were here with me, I'd have you come up and hold my wrist. And then on the count of 3, we would say go. So it would be like 1, 2, 3, go. And they went. All the coins except your coin, the brass coin. In the box, the copper, and the silver. And they can literally choose any of the coins. So I call this cerebral CSB because it's it like soaks in as you think about it.
That's a good name.
So they could choose any of the coins. So what you need, all you need is a duplicate. So it's like a 3-way out kind of system. Now, I didn't have another copper coin right here, but this is a copper silver, but I'm not using it as a copper silver or anything. So my duplicate's copper. So I'm going to have that. I start out doing that same move, holding one in the lid. So the setup would be whatever your duplicate coin is, put that in the lid, and then the matching coin on top of it. And then these coins don't matter, whatever order. Then you put the bottom on. That's how you know you're set up correctly. But just memorize it backwards, and you could set it in the box like that, like you would normally fill the box up. So when we dump the coins, we're doing that same move, okay? And then I set that on the table with the coin in the lid. So I don't point it out. They can clearly see the empty box. It's not even about the box. It's about the coins. So I just set it there. And I like to just transfer these to my right hand because I'm right-handed and it's just more comfortable. I'm about to do the Marlowe friction pass. So you show the coins. I don't really display them. I just, they're clearly different. So we do that, the friction pass. I've held back my duplicate. And then this is kind of a relaxation moment. So I drop my posture and I say, you saw the 3 coins, right? There's a silver, a copper, and a brass. And I'll literally just put my hand in my pocket, like Greg Wilson. He's just God. Oh yeah, Stefan saw Greg Wilson. You know, that kind of just casual, like, boom. Nothing's going on. So that's when you just ditch this, boom. And then, so like I said, they can choose any coin. Your best outcome is if they say copper, because you're already loaded. So you would close the lid, and then 1, 2, 3, go. This time, go means the copper coin went. But if they say silver, then go means the other coins go, because we're going to end with just the silver if they said silver. Same thing if they say brass. What you're doing here, you can feel the Chinese coin because of the hole. So Stefan said brass. So I want to take out the silver coin. So I had to flip them in my hand. So the silver coin's on the bottom. And then I'm going to kick that out to heel grip. As I'm just, I'm clarifying with him, like, oh, you said brass, right? Would you mind grabbing my wrist here? And we just do that sweep under steel. And then you can classic palm here or just finger palm. And the trick's over. We just do the reveal, pick up the box, and I open it upside down again. And I dump everything out of my hand and the box. So same scenario, if they had chosen silver, you want to take out the Chinese, and then you show the silver's the only one remaining. The other 2 are in the box.
Okay, question. Hold on. Question. So my setup, it would be 2 silvers. Oh, I don't know if you can see this here. Zoom in. All right, I ain't got transitions like that for real, but it worked. So I got 2 silvers, a copper, and a Chinese. So that setup, you said the duplicate is on bottom on the lid, and then this would be the copper. No,
So
sorry.
Put your 2 together.
Got it.
Then the other 2 on top, doesn't matter.
Okay. And then this goes in the lid, and then you do that Marlowe friction pass, right? Where that steals the 3. And does this matter, like which order these come out on the hand?
Well, you want your duplicate on the bottom.
Okay.
So when you do that friction pass, that's the one that remains, and then you can ditch it.
and then now you go to um, I'm blanking. I don't know why I'm blanking. Oh man, dude, I know you do the steel where you put. Oh no, I know the palm, the whole. Okay, okay, I got you. Okay, and then you would. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, so then here, and then you go into the pocket, right, with the duplicate.
But your hand's closed, yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry, I was doing that to follow along. So then here, and then
So
if
as you're ditching, you're like, so you saw the coins, right? And sometimes I'll come up here. There's silver, copper, and a brass. So I've kind of come up here in the air because my hand's down there, and I want them to look.
in the sky.
Like there's a silver, a copper, and a brass, right? And then I just don't think about it. I do it, and it's done. And so you can do this from a coin purse just the same. So this is Brent's purse, or like you can have these thin ones. But I would have I like these because there's like a snap right here that helps you kind of hold back a coin. So I do copper, silver, brass. And then as I open this, you can pinch here and then push your thumb forward. And you can feel that you just have the bottom coin pinched through the leather. So when you dump these out, you've held one back in there. So the one disadvantage to this is like with the box, they kind of saw the box empty like that, which is a great convincer. So with the purse, I kind of do this, and I might kind of just give it a shake, like, why would there be anything else in there? I just dumped out 3 coins. So it indicates emptiness. So that's the one drawback of just the purse. So everything's the same. You show they're all different. The friction pass, we ditch that. And then I guess this is a little different. So let's say they say Chinese. I'm going to grab the silver out, and we say go, boom. Just the Chinese is there. I would normally, it might depend on, if you're working at a hard table. Like with this mat, I can come in front, and this is kind of David Roth's move called the scoop add under. But your thumb would come here, and then you could add this to the bottom, and then come upright like this. Open here, and you release from behind the purse, and then release the coin from inside the purse. So pretty much the same routine, but so yeah.
Thank you,
Well,
Mr. Holcombe. That
Well,
was
thank
really
you
good.
very much for sharing that, Rick. And also, I shared the link for that Goshman coin purse that you're using in the chat, in case
This is
you didn't see.
Ton Onosaka.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, they just look so similar.
The Goshman ones, they have like the twist clasp thing. I like these, like it's as minimalist as you can get. And also, like, people make fun of coin purses, but this one you don't have to show it. You can get it out of your pocket and just open it
Yes.
and get your coins out, and then no one actually saw you have a coin purse.
Yeah. But in case you weren't aware, Goshman does make a taunt on a Stucca style purse. I have it right here. I got this from Penguin Magic for a little over $6. All right.
Nice.
But Goshman also has the other style. But then there's this genuine leather style with the pressure release, or the little knob there.
Yeah, I didn't know they still made them. I haven't bought one in a long time, but
Well, they're out of stock on Penguin right now, but I'm
Yeah.
sure they'll come back in stock soon. But yeah, this is the Goshman
It's
one.
the end of the
and-
lecture.
Is it?
Okay, start that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Uh,
So, is there anything else that you were thinking of sharing that you haven't yet, Rick? Because what you shared so far has been absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much.
What about a card trick?
Oh, sure.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
nice change of
Yes,
pace.
sir. That's what I'm talking about. So,
So this is going to be over the pandemic. I kind of made friends with John Kerry in England, and we've been talking back and forth and showing ideas. And I love card magic. I just don't really. There's so many good card guys out there. I don't bother showing stuff like. So this, I don't know when he's going to put out his next book, but this item will be in his next book. And it's just a fun, like anybody can do kind of trick. But I think it's different than most tricks. Sorry. I should have set up first. Dang. So we'll just go like this. I'm going to let the cards drop, and then, you just say stop.
Stop.
Okay. Now this is a different kind of trick. Okay. So many card tricks feel the same. You pick a card, we lose it, then I reveal it in some, fancy way. But I thought, wouldn't it be better if you could choose your own adventure? You remember those old books where, you would make a decision and then you'd flip to this page and the story would continue down one timeline. Or you could have chosen a different timeline. So I wanted to do that with a card trick where you, the spectator, choose where we go. So first of all, I need you to remember the card that we cut to you. Okay? So we're going to leave that in the deck. And I'm not going to touch the cards at this point because you're going to make all the decisions now. Like I said, so many card tricks feel the same. You just pick the card and I tell you what it is. But what if I could tell you with telepathy? You send me your card. Or telekinesis. I will move your card amongst the others in the deck. Or what about if I could prove to you I knew your card ahead of time before we even started? So a premonition. So these are your three options. You've got telepathy, telekinesis, or premonition. Stefan.
Yeah.
Which path should we take?
Man, I want the hardest one. Give me that telepathy.
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 I'm gonna need your help.
All right.
Okay, you're sending me this card. It's dark. It's dark.
You got that in common?
You're thinking of the 10 of clubs.
Oh, snap, crackle, and pop.
Gosh. Well, I had to be prepared for any scenario. So you might have chosen telekinesis. In which case, I would have done this. I just turned your card over. The only face-up card in the deck.
Oh,
But I had to be prepared for all the scenarios. And what if you had said premonition? I knew you were going to pick the 10 of clubs before we even started. How could I be able to prove that? Well, that's why your 10 of clubs is the only red card in the deck.
That's gas.
A brilliant build-up, Rick. That is very reminiscent of like Max Maven's Bewave and stuff like that. I really liked that.
Yeah, so this, like I said, this is for John Kerry, and the card magic he does, which I love, slight light or self-working. So you have a red card in the box, and then you force the 10 of club or whatever your card is, any kind of force. But I like this one. This was in the Hermit too, I think. It's just my touch on the crisscross force from Max Holden. So normally you'd have the spectator cut, and then you lay the cards across there, and that works. Like there's nothing wrong with it. But just from playing with it, I came up with just this little touch. So you start in the air, because I use this force for other stuff. So it looks like the other tricks that I might do. But you may not want your force to look the same. But so I just do the classic, like, it looks like a riffle force. But we stop here, we do this click. I think this from Bobby Bernard, this idea of, and there's something more deceptive, like we're changing planes. We're up here and then we're down here to the table, and it just hides that orientation better, I think.
Yeah,
It's just a little bit, but
so you're changing planes while changing lanes, basically.
yeah. I mean, I've never been caught out with this and time misdirection. That works fine, but this just feels good to do. And you go right into the script,
That looks so good.
we're going to try something different. So yeah, from there, it's all fun. You case these up, and you just want to make sure that card is backwards. And then this is fun too, like the coin trick. They can choose any outcome. It's kind of the overkill principle from Paul Harris, the trick overkill. It's like you've already done the reveal, but like you hit them with these redundant proofs, but they're different enough. It's like it feels like it's
Smacking it with
grown.
magic. It's so good.
Yeah, but it's like effortless. So
Yeah.
and
And
I
this
have
is
another
actually
version. I have another version without the box, but that requires a couple more slights. You got to get that red card reversed, but you can just force the red card right off, like if it's on the bottom or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just got to get it reversed, and then because fumbling with the box is just kind of like an extra thing, but it's definitely cleaner because you show the selection, you assemble the deck, and then you put it in the box, and it's all done.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Rick, that effect was a great example of how presentation really makes an effect. Because, like you mentioned earlier about how coin magic can get great reactions, and the way you do that is through presentation. Because at the end of the day, props are props. It's what you do with them. What you
Yeah.
make the effect. You have to give it value and importance, and that was a great example of that. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Anything
Glad you
else,
like.
Maggie?
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. What he said.
Man, I don't know. Oh, I could show you this. So this coming week, I'm going to be putting out maybe 3 videos for YouTube. Because if anyone watched Penn and Teller last night, Michael Rubenstein was on again, and he did a routine. Well, he reached out to me a couple weeks back and asked if I wanted to have a set of his, like, he did a routine on the shows in tribute to David Roth, but he calls it The Other Hand. So it's like this cute little trunk,
I'm intrigued.
this silicone hand.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's in tribute to the sleeve, right?
Right. And then this purse from TCC, it's pretty cool.
But yeah, I really like the jumbo little hand there.
And so the whole routine is like the coin vanishes. It's not in this hand or this hand, it's in the other hand. And it like, I thought Penn said like it reminded him of like a cups and balls type of routine because the coin kept going there. Then it was in the purse. And then it changed color. And then, so he's only making 60 of these sets, and they're 150 each. But he asked me if I wanted one and if I could do a review. I was like, yeah. So I'll do a detailed thing for YouTube on that this week. And then, like a few days after that, TCC messaged me, and I've never bought anything from them, but I guess they're the product manager. His name's Roy Ma. He said, "Would you want to review the table? Like this is another Roth item."
Oh
This
yes,
little
I know
table.
this. I'm so happy they're
So-
reproducing this.
So this is really cool. I'll fumble my way through this, but
Oh, I'm excited.
he uses 3 coins and this miniature table, so you can do a coins through table. So we could take one here and put it right through. So that the coins literally, they go through the top, they go through the bottom, they go through the bottom, they go right through the bottom, mother, and then down to the mat. So that's 2 coins left. And that's one more coin to the mat. So one more coin to go. We just take that and all 3 coins. And then there's this cool tablecloth you put over the table. And then you say, we're going to get all 4 coins to go, but we can't do it without the table. The table goes through the table.
A table through table. Now that is a brilliant idea.
So they sent me that to review, and like I'm happy to have that. It's a David Roth thing. I would have never had. And then they also sent their version of the money paddle.
Ah.
They call the Paddle King. So you do the money paddle routine, and then at the end, you like sneak this out of your pocket and then add it to this side. And so they can inspect that. Now on the mirror, you take a dry erase marker and you can do turbo stick or the Richard Sanders effect.
Oh my
Forget the name.
Yeah, I do too. You good.
Where it's
As
like
in, where
the
you
dry
actually-
erase marker on the white thing.
I think that is called turbo stick. I think you're
Yeah.
right.
So like you draw X's on there and they jump around. You
Yeah,
erase them. They reappear.
there's multiple effects on the TurboStick project.
So their idea was to like, you can do now 2 or 3 routines out of this. I don't do paddle stuff, but I mean, it's been fun to play with. I mean, I show my wife everything and she liked it, so that kind of says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, if your wife likes it, it's a 5-star product.
I mean,
I think we can all relate to that as magicians who have wives.
I kind of think of it as like sponge balls. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know if I'd do it, but it absolutely, I mean, people have liked it. I've shown it around a little bit. I'm like, maybe I would do that. I don't know. But
Yeah, that's very
they
nice.
send it to me. So
Yeah,
you guys get an exclusive view of that Rubenstein trick.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing that. That was really neat.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Probably gonna have to
Yeah.
edit that out of the video, but nice for us live here.
Well, it'll be on YouTube anyway. So
Oh, great, yeah. In that case, fine. Saves Jazz from some editing.
But yeah, they're
Thank-
posted unlisted anyway, so.
Thank
Okay.
you, Rick Holcombe. We love you.
Yeah, that was absolutely
You're
fantastic.
kind of gay, Stefan.
Well,
You?
I'm gay. I'll be gay for shadowing Rick Holcombe. Like,
What the
we should-
fuck?
Okay,
Alright,
just a reminder,
so-
guys, this is being recorded.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
So,
unlisted.
yeah, thank you.
It's
for-
unlisted, so don't worry.
Thank you for everything that you've shared so far. And yeah, as I said, this is always led by you. So whenever you feel like you want to end it, you want to end it. If you ever want to share, if you want to share some more stuff, feel free to share some more stuff. It's up to you. You've been very generous so far, and it's some amazing ideas and some routines, and I think something which has been really nice is you helping people with the learning them live. That was really nice.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing earlier because people who watch the recording back will definitely appreciate that.
Mm.
Because it's like they're learning with other people who were there live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for that.
If you're up to show more stuff, Rick, I was just curious since you were doing card stuff earlier. Have you ever played around with matrices at all? Do you do that kind of stuff?
I haven't. It's just, I mean, I like Al Schneider's version. It's just no fuss. It's very clear. I don't know that there's another routine that's been so many variations on than Matrix, but maybe Three Fly. But I think the original is just so, it's direct. It's very clear. It's easy to do. That's kind of where I'm at in my life. And with magic is like I was saying, talking to John Kerry over these past couple years, and like that's where my card magic has gone too. If you guys want a great book, man, I just picked this up in last year, but spoiler alert from Ryan Matney. This is I mean, every routine in here is not all of them are like bangers, but the thinking is very John Bannon like. And well, John Bannon wrote the foreword to that one. But that's a good book to pick up if you want, you know, immediately some cool tricks to throw in. And then Sean Devine, I'm sure a lot of people know it now, but he just put out this book, Beyond Fantasy. And this has a ton of great ideas. There's a trick in here called Willow, which is, it took a Max Maven trick and like, I think doubled the impact basically. Like, if you know that trick, prediction with an X.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Sean has an idea in here so you can get use out of both of the cards. If you know that routine, you're kind of forcing one of two cards. But Sean has an idea in there. You get to use both of those cards, and it's like the free will principle, sort of. But a ton of great ideas in that book. But
Yeah.
so
Very nice.
my magic has kind of taken the simple and direct approach lately, the past few years. Like, I might have been talking to Stefan at this convention, but I know I told some people, like, I want to be like the John Bannon of coins, like, where the method is so efficient and direct, but the effect is so, like, impactful and powerful. Like, you find that balance in the middle, because, like, just setting out on that challenge itself is fun for me. Like, how can I whittle this down to like the basics? And an example of that is David Roth's hanging coins. Like, I've worked on that routine for years and years and years. And if you have my project Trilogy, kind of the latest thing I've done with that was silver suspension. So we're hanging the coins in a beam of light. And the moves are just, I mean, I'll show you the routine. It's so direct. It's a lot of the moves I've already used in other tricks tonight. So you don't even need the phone for this. You can do this as a hanging coins routine, like as is. I like the light because the spectator's holding it and they're involved in this. And the light is kind of a cooler, it's a cooler idea for me. Like, the coins are hanging in this beam of light, as opposed to just sky hooks in the air. And like, what are sky hooks? Like, you know, this at least could be like an alien abduction. Like, the coins are just, you know, abducted. But you have your first coin. We do that pull back move. And then that goes into the light. Now, this is a adaptation of a kind of a Harbottle move. I just, like I said, I'm trying to make things more direct and efficient. So he would flip this coin like horizontally, and then that would go into edge grip, and then he would show these two coins. But so that coin's pulled back. I'm just going right on that bottom coin, grab it in finger palm, and then grab the other two. It's just like quick and efficient. So that's your first coin. Two more coins. Now here you just do this as we dump the coins in there. Say, watch the second coin. I use my ring as I come up here, do the second coin. I kind of came up with this click pass people could use if they don't wear a ring. So you're here. You do Al Schneider's like snap back vanish. Well, this is easier with dollar. So you'd have 2 coins in finger palm. One's out here. Do the snap back vanish. And now your thumb can get a click. And then as you come out of your hand, you just pop that back up. So from here, it would be like. So if you don't wear a ring, you can kind of do that move. Or just completely omit the sound illusion. So we got our first coin. Boom. Just grab that one to finger palm. Hold one back. Then you come out with just 1 coin. So you could omit the sound right here and just maybe throw in one of these. And that's the second coin. I like to do like, I know is steeplechase discrepancy right here. If you can't do that, like just do that. And then my hand drops for a moment as I transition to nowhere palm. And I'm just kicking over with my thumb and also kind of doing this flex. So it's just a matter of that. So I'm in finger palm and then boom, I'm in nowhere palm now. And then this is kind of a fun thing. It's a spider vanish while you're holding 2 other coins. So you're in nowhere palm. So you're gonna come at this coin and add it to the bottom of this 2 coin stack. But you just do it really quietly and then turn this hand away just like a spider vanish. And then if you have the phone or not, you can just hang this in the air and do just a quick gesture, not holding that pose, just boom. And then just come here. And then when I use the phone, I take that back. And this is perfect disguise for for nowhere palm. You're holding the phone like this. Then I turn the light off. And those coins spill into their hand, and it's a shock. I had the chance to do this for David Regal. He was at the convention in Charlotte, and on the last day in the morning, I'm like putting my stuff in the car, and a few guys are talking in the lobby, and David Regal's there, and then one of them tells me to show David Regal stuff. So I got to do this in David Regal's hands, and I got a handshake for it. So I can assure you it hits hard. But like I said, this was an exploration in reducing moves and just cutting out unnecessary stuff. Because there's so much to be improved upon, I think, with the hanging coins. This whole sequence where you take a coin away, then you put it back in this hand, then you take the other coins away, and then you vanish the first coin. Like, it doesn't make sense. And it always bothered me, like, when I was starting Coin Magic. And then, Kainoa did a lot to fix the flow of stuff. He vanished 1 coin with the right hand, then the next with the left hand. So I wanted to use that idea as well. And then eventually it occurred to me, like, if I could just get rid of edge grip altogether, I don't have to, like, do these transfers and these, back and forth stuff. So everything became really streamlined eventually. Like just with these simple moves, you're pulling back a coin. That's your first coin. Now you can do this click pass. Now everything's in finger palm. You get a free vanish on this one. And then the longest coin is that the coin that took me the longest to kind of figure out was the last coin. Because like you're so dirty with your right hand. I never felt good with the ideas I came up with, but there's this vanish in Curtis Cam's routine, which is also part of the inspiration with the light. He does this spider vanish, like it's supposed to be like suspicious, but like I don't know, it just works with the nowhere palm, and then you come immediately back to the suspicious hand, and then you go right for the phone and let them drop out of the light. And it doesn't feel like it works, but I assure you it works because they're looking right where I want them to.
I must say you're very generous, Rick. Wow, what a practical, wonderful routine. And I liked how you had this recurring statement about how you want to be like you want to clean up everything, be like the John Bannon of coin magic. Well, here's the funny thing: John Bannon's a hobbyist, so are you.
Yeah.
So it works. Oh, and if you're up for it, you don't necessarily have to teach it, but I would really like to see a 3 fly from you, because you were kind of in that position with the 3 coins anyway, and while we were talking about Matrix and whatever, that came to my mind. Do you have a 3 fly that you'd like to show us?
Yeah.
Not necessarily even teach. You can just even perform it.
I'll teach it because it's Christmas time, basically.
The gift
Oh,
of giving.
yes, and Mariah Carey
Thank
is just
you.
around the corner.
I had my tree up a week ago.
I was wearing a Christmas jumper today at a Christmas fair.
I mean,
Oh, man.
last year I got COVID on December 18th, and then it went all through the house, my wife, my daughters. And then the year before was, COVID peak. So I feel like the last 2 years haven't felt like Christmas. So this year I was like, I'm getting the tree down, I'm putting stuff up, I don't care. So this is my Christmas treat for you guys. This is on my website. It's called Firefly. It's just $10. So this is a $10 routine for you.
Man, I better get a discount.
Thank you.
So uses, we got 3, man, I'm sorry. We got 3 silver dollars. I blanked out. Okay.
It's okay. Focus. You got it.
So we got 3 silver dollars. What we're going to do is one at a time, take each of these and have them jump over to the other hand. That was the first one. Watch the second one. Just like that. Now the last one, I'm going to do something special for you. No one else does this, but I'm going to do it for you guys. I'm going to show you the last one from my perspective. So a behind the scenes view of 3 fly. This is how it works. So we have 2 over here on the left, 1 over here on the right. We throw it up and catch it just over here. And that's really just 3 coins.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, Stefan needs a drink of water at this point.
Yeah, let me get my water jug. I got y'all. Ugh.
Yeah, I got my 1 gallon water jug right
Rick is
beside
the
me.
Rick's the hydro homie too. Atta boy.
That fooled me so bad that last bit.
Hey, are you gonna drink, Rick?
Going
Are you gonna
bad.
drink like how Stefan does it? Because whenever he drinks, he loves fucking.
I feel like I'm being attacked right now, personally.
Yes, you are.
I don't appreciate this.
You deserve it.
It's been the most. The most.
Andrew's doing it too.
Yeah, big, huge, big as my head.
Stefan's is like a missile. It's like
Yo, I swear, next person that comes in my water jug, I'm gonna splash y'all.
So this is, I mentioned earlier, like working with Jeff Copeland and trying to find the next, cool thing to help produce, because we don't want to just put out the next 3fly or the next coins across. Like, it has to be pushing the concept forward, right? We don't want to just put more crap on the market. So I think this 3fly solves the last coin in a clever way, and you're cleaned up, and it's a clever way to, the last coin is very different from the other 2 coins. So it's not just, the gag where you want to see it go across. Like, we're not doing that.
Yeah,
So
you have to evolve.
I think this adds to the 3fly concept, and we're pushing it forward. So that's my little spiel. But so you need 4 coins and an open breast pocket, and that's it. So the first move, which I totally fumbled, this is an idea from my ebook from like 5 years ago. But this is a fun little move. So I'm holding all 4 between my middle finger and thumb, and they can't tell how many coins are in my hand. There's obviously more than one, but you're going to come to display them by dragging off from the bottom. Now, the first coin you want to be at the extreme tips, kind of hanging off. So we have 3 silver dollars. Now, this last one I showed just broadside. Just flash it and then come away. So it's like a double lift, As you come back to drop this, you're going to steal the first coin in nowhere palm. So you said there's 3 coins and they see 3 coins, but all the while you've hidden one. So in normal speed, 1, 2, 3. So like they've seen both of your hands empty, and it's just, and you come away. Nowhere palm's a great position, like a relaxed position, and you can even see through your windows. So it's a nice subtle convincer. And then what I'm about to show you is just my preference because I'm right-handed and it feels comfortable. You could rearrange, you could start from the left hand and just push these up and just work the routine from that direction. But I like to come back and have this kind of in purse palm. And I'm going to come on top of these coins. I'm going to leave the back one and then come up with these 3. So I've just switched the orientation of everything. So I had 1 coin on the right, 3 on the. Now I'm taking 3 on the right and leaving 1 on the left. Again, because it's more comfortable to me. So the first one, we're going to pull back the top coin. and then push out the left-hand coin. So, and the timing is all up to you. You know, if you watch everyone do 3 fly, they'll do that bit where it's like, go. Oh, sorry. And then, you know, they do it on the offbeat there, where it's like, now. Oh, geez. Oh, there it goes. So the timing bit is up to you, whatever. And this sequence is like many 3 flies. So you show that one has arrived, and I tap flat, and it's going to look like I go like this. Actually, I keep this coin, grab this coin, and then pop the first coin back up, and I say 2 over here, or 2 more to go. So now you're 1 ahead again. And the next coin, I like to just kick the bottom one into finger palm. This is just inertia. You're just coming back and then forward, and then you release your grip on the back, and you come forward with just 1 coin. It just goes right into finger palm. Okay. So simultaneously, I kind of dip and then kick that one out. I dip down so I could get it to my fingertips, and then I come up with a click, because you want them to see and hear that arrival. So all together, it's not like that. Ah. I hate when I think about it, I can't do
You got it.
something like that. Okay. So now we're on the last coin. Now this is where I explain, I'm going to give you a backstage view. So I go ahead and place it here, but it's more like as an excuse, because I'm about to turn my back and I want you to see what's going on. Like, I'm not hiding the coin from you. Like, I don't even mention that I'm putting it there. I put it over here, and I'm turning now. Meanwhile, my right hand's dropped just casually, and I'm classic palming that coin. And so I've explained what I'm about to do. Before I'm totally turned, I'm going to get this coin back. Now, this is a move I call the back flip clip. So we have one in classic palm here. As I'm coming up to, it looks like I'm going to grab the bottom coin. My ring finger comes in front, and I'm going to push that bottom coin backward. You're going to have to move your middle finger and then regrip with your middle finger. So it's against your fingernail on your first finger. But from their perspective, they see 2 coins. So you've come up here and then come away with a coin. But you've flipped it backward and it's hidden there. So maybe that looks better up here. I don't know. Hold on.
Is everything okay?
I'm just gonna.
Ah, it's flipped. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, that was bothering me.
No worries.
So maybe like this. I think that's pretty clear. So the back flip clip, that's happening. We're right here. I said, I'm going to show you from my view what this looks like. So, I mean, it looks like it should. They see 2 coins here. You have a coin here. So very convincing. Now you continue with your full back to them, making sure that's clearly visible. And then here, I'm just going to classic palm and throw up, because you won't get a better like Malini subtlety like than the back of your hand. Now on the left, I just push down with my middle finger and get that sound. So the coin is there, and I just do that. So what they see looks like this, and it's just like this sudden arrival, and that's enough to get. You've done this coin. As soon as that coin arrives, you come over to grab these, and then you don't even have to muscle pass, but I just, from a short distance, I muscle pass into my pocket and continue to grab these. And then I show my hand like this. And I show my hand and I come around slow like this. And it's like, I want to be very clean. So I think this routine has really solved like the last coin problem with 3fly in a very efficient way, and it's a very unique way. Like it's a fun idea that they're getting a different view. Like you're helping them in on the method, but it's actually helping you to clean up, because it couldn't be easier to clean up if your back is turned.
Yeah.
So,
Rick, may you please show a BTS view of the phase where the second coin travels,
yes.
just from your perspective?
So the second coin. So the first coin.
Yeah, you can run through it if you have to.
That. Then we say that was the first one. Watch the second one. And then we're just going to go. The right hand just gets that with gravity, with inertia. This one just kicks out that coin.
But yeah, it was just I thought it'd be easier to understand seeing that movement happen from behind.
Gotcha.
Yeah, actually, yeah. But thank you for that. Now it makes a lot more sense. I get where which coin is moving and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah. So that's Firefly.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Rick,
And if you want.
your boyfriend left.
Oh, man. Now why is that backwards, man?
That's the right
It's
way
not
round
backwards for
first.
us.
It's not backwards for us. It's
It might be that.
So that other
it's
thing I just
narrow
flipped
for you.
is now backwards.
I'm not sure.
yeah. I had a question about your hanging coins. I bought it and I was practicing it. You said to do the hand wash from what I remember. after you make that third coin vanish and you do the whoop, it's gone. How do you I mean, I'm still obviously it was just practice, but is there any tips where you could make it so that you don't make any sounds with that?
So you could totally eliminate that. So the last coin, you have 2 and nowhere palm, and you're here. Just get it, slide it into the stack. Do this on the phone, and then just come back to the left hand like this, and then look up at them, and then say, "No, they really are on the phone." Just hold right there, and like you just have my phone's like up here, so I will use just this box. So that's a phone. Okay. We're going to do the last coin here. You just come here. Maybe you do that. And then just come like this. And then this. And then come through the light.
Okay.
I maybe shouldn't have taught that. It's like sometimes I just throw that in without needing to. And like watching that back, I thought, I don't need to do that right then. Because some people hate hand washing. Like,
Yeah.
but for me, it's more like this, and my hands meet, and it's just, I kind of do that anyway as I talk. I'm just like this. Like my hands come, and then.
Yeah. But yeah, I believe it's the concept of, at times like that, there can be movement. It just has to be the right type of movement at the right time.
And if you look at the sequence, there's this back and forth, like alternating hands. So we have the last coin, that's the focus of attention. Then we do this. Now this hand's forward. We do the vanish. Now we come back to this hand. And then, there's this kind of sway to it where the changeover fits in there. And then you come back forward with to the phone or to the light. And then I change over again. I grab the phone. But totally not necessary. I almost automatically do that. It just shows my hands like both of them empty, and I'm grabbing the phone. I'm using both hands, and in the middle there, I've done these changeovers.
Yeah.
And in particular with that routine, remember they're sitting here like this, and it's hard for them to look past their hands and the bright light on the phone and then into your hands. Like they're not noticing this. This is happening, at your waist, and their hands are up here.
Exactly.
Oh, that's genius. I didn't think of that.
I'd say in that particular circumstance, like it's even less noticed because of, they're holding that phone, and
Yeah, so it's just
a barrier between them and you.
Yeah, it's
You're familiar with that's hot. That's hot.
or it could be like you could also say it's like a redirection of attention. But yeah, either analogy works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Just one more thing, like, because I've been watching your content for a long time now. And could you maybe do like a quick performance of Recoil?
Recoil.
I just love seeing it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Recoil.
So you're missing out, bro.
No, Stefan told me about it because Stefan, when he was at a convention, he called me when Rick Holcombe was there, and he was like, "Yeah, he couldn't hear you because it was loud."
Yeah, but like I said earlier, Rick, I don't know if you heard me or not, but I remember
I'm
the
pretty sure
day that you posted the idea on Instagram, and I left you a comment saying how it's like, "Give me a break, bro," because it was so good. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad you released it after that.
it's evolved over many years, and like, so that version was at the table, and then it occurred to me, like, if I just switched the phases, I'd be able to do it stand up and in the hands, and like, and it all came together. And
Yeah.
I even have an upgrade to the routine. Stefan's seen it, and anyone who's at Charlotte and that convention. I don't know if you'll pick it up here, but I'll show you after the routine. But
I'm so excited.
so it just uses an old silver dollar. Now, our money used to be made out of, these are 90% silver, but they stopped doing that because, well, number one, silver is expensive, and the Federal Reserve took over. But more importantly, silver is a soft metal, so people would have trouble with the coins getting balled up in their pockets like that. They'd have to take the balls and flatten them back out just so they could use their own money again. So it was a tough problem to have with your coins getting balled up like that. Like I said, it's just a matter of taking that ball of silver, pressing it out flat again, and you'd be able to use your money. Now you can do some weird stuff now that it's in this soft state. Like we can take it to the pocket, and if you were here, you could see the coin, the outline of the coin through my pants. But like I said, in this soft state, you can push it right through the material. And it gets a little bit weirder. I messed that up, but it gets a little bit weirder. We can take that coin and just stretch it out and put it back into shape. And you can hand that out to people and freak them out.
Bravo.
I love that.
And then
Oh, I love that.
you
Oh,
can take it up a level and change the coin to this big ball,
oh.
and then back to a coin, and then you can use the big ball for other stuff. I'll use it in the Aikido box routine. So like at the end, you get the big ball out. I don't know how those coins are doing that, or how they even fit in here with this ball.
Yeah,
like-
that's kind of reminiscent of Paul Gertner's steel ball cups and balls routine. I like that.
Definitely Ricky balls.
So the upgrade to this, it's an actual.
Oh
That is
yeah, I remember this
beautiful.
now. I remember, yeah, seeing the update on the product page.
No, this is not for sale.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm misremembering. It wasn't for sale.
You can get this big ball. This is just a ball bearing though, but I had a guy make a ball out of 2 Morgan dollars,
Wow.
so that when I change that coin, like it actually looks silver
Yeah.
and it looks like a coin.
I love
You're a dangerous man.
Shoto, couldn't you have one of those made at your school? Or am I? Or
Yeah, I could. I can.
Oh.
I mean, I made a racer coin, but I'll ask.
I don't know about metalworking, but he had maybe 3 or 4 tries where I think there's some type of I don't know what anything's called, but like a die cut
Yeah.
maybe, and then like a press. So it pressed the coin into that concave shape. And he said the silver just, it tore like a stretch mark in the middle. Like, so that was his like fifth try. And
But yeah, so it sounds to me like that's similar. Like he's basically just doing some of the work that's required to make a coin ring. Because if you watch coin rings being made, a press-like instrument is used to stretch it out and punch the hole at the same time with a ball bearing. Actually, funny enough.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for the intro.
yeah. And so if you wanted that routine recoil,
Does it come with a ball bearing and a spring, or just the instructions?
it comes with everything you need. But if you go to Copeland Coins only, you can add on and get that big ball, and then you can get another. This is a slinky. It's a piece of a slinky, but you can add on and get like the standard kit and then the extra bits. But when we went to Murphy's with it, like they didn't want to carry the extra stuff, so you'll see recoil on Penguin and some other smaller shops, like Brent Braun carries
Is
it,
it on?
but they don't carry the extra pieces. You'll just get the box, which is this ball bearing. So that's one reason I started using this coin ball, because when you change this to this ball, it's pretty cool, but I thought it could be even more impressive. So I got that coin ball, but that's not quite as big like as the big ball, and it's not perfectly spherical, so it's easier to handle than that huge one, but it's more impressive than that one. So in here, you get one slinky and one of these balls, and you can use any coin. I found that actually Eisenhower dollars, they look closer to these metals, because silver is a very white metal, and you'll find that the ball bearing it just gets this dark gray tint.
Yeah.
Because when they're brand new, they're like brilliant and shiny. So an Eisenhower dollar kind of looks better.
That's
But yeah, I just want to add that on CopelandCoins.com, recoil is available as just a download only.
Yeah.
If you just want to get that Shoto or with the props and the add-on props.
Yeah, so that the spring is a Slinky Junior toy you can get on Amazon, and you can get about 4 gimmicks out of it. I just cut it about 23 coils, I think. So I know some people, as they're learning it, they stretch the slinky too far, and when you pull a slinky, it just stays like that. So you can get like 4 sections out of one of the toys.
Great. Yeah, the Slinky
But
Juniors are.
that's how the routine evolved. Is I saw a slinky sitting there on my daughter's floor, and like, that looks like a stack of silver dollars there. And that's where I began playing with it, and then realized like it was just too much. It was hard to palm and conceal. So I began, cutting it like less and less. And like the way it is now, it's about the size of 4 silver dollars stacked up. So it's very easy to conceal, and it feels much like a coin. So yeah, you could get the download and get stuff off Amazon. But you should get the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, this guy's working hard for us. He needs your money.
I didn't say nothing against it, but on your site, is it available also?
I have it on my site just to, have all my work represented there, but it will link you right to Copeland Coins.
Yeah, I posted a link in chat.
Alrighty.
Yeah, is there any particular product which you're trying to promote right now? Obviously, don't teach it, but
Yeah.
maybe do a demo of it.
So in October, I put out Trilogy, which I did completely independently. And the idea is 3 nice routines with just 3 coins. So it's a great toolkit for you, to carry on you every day. And so the first routine I actually taught, Silver Suspension. It's a hanging coins plot with cleaner handling, better premise, and audience interaction. So it's pushed the concept forward and made it a fun routine. So that has the normal routine, and then I have included with that a bonus idea to use a coin shell with it. So there's some trade-offs, like you don't get the finale where the coins spill out of the light, but you get cleaner looking vanishes, more visual vanishes, because you're using a shell with it. So I teach that bonus handling. And I chose to sell this project all the routines together, but you can also purchase each one for $12 individually.
Oh, nice.
So if you just liked that routine, you could just get that. So it's the routine, but there's bonus ideas on there I didn't even talk about here. Then the next routine is called compression, and this is an evolution of an idea from this old ebook, but I pushed every phase to the limit, so it could look as clean as possible. It looks like this. So the concept is I'll actually do this routine before I do recoil. So the pattern's kind of the same. We're talking about silver, and then silver being so soft that they don't use it anymore. You can actually, when you squeeze the coins, one coin will absorb into the others. So that just leaves 2 coins. Now we can take those 2 coins and compress them into just 1 coin. So just 1 coin left, but it's incredibly dense because it's 3 coins in 1. So it takes a little more pressure. We can get it down to this size here, and then bring it back. Take it here and split it into 2. But there was 3 coins. If we take a piece here, we can get the 3rd coin back. It's all 3. And so from there, I'd go into recoils. Let me show you something weird. It just uses 1 coin. And then I pocket these and then get my props for recoil. So those 2 work nicely together in terms of the theme and what's going on. And so in that one, you get the routine, but I'm also introducing you to some Sly Palm, which is the first project I did with Jeff Copeland. And that is over an hour with Sly Palm on that project. But you're getting a little introduction in this routine because you can do vanishes, appearances, color changes, click passes, steals, but that's all on the Sly Palm project. But in the compression routine, you'll get a little taste of some vanishes and appearances. And then the last routine on Trilogy is called Saturn's Return. And it's kind of like what I consider the holy grail of coin magic, to like apparently start with nothing and then let's just do it here. We get a coin. Not yet, sorry. That's the first coin.
Mhm.
We can take that and get 2. But all good things come in 3s. So there's 3. Now let's try this. We'll take these coins and have one jump across just like that. And that was the first coin. The second coin happens much the same way. You can almost hear sorry, man. Getting late.
Yeah.
You can almost hear
Nice.
when that one jumps across. So that's 2 here and 1 to go. Now the last one, I'll show you from my view. We take it here and it ends up over there.
Nice.
But let's put these all back where we found them. Take it like that. Compress them down. And that's it.
Beautiful.
Nice.
And then, so you can see some ideas in there, like from the 3-fly. But along with that routine, also teach a bonus idea. It's a production of 3 coins from a finger ring. So I start out like this, and dang. We start like this. I call this the Ring of Saturn. It's just a fun idea that actually came from the ring. So you could use this to open any routine. That's 2. And then the last one comes out of the ring. So like I said, I got each of those up for sale individually, but on each one, there's these bonus ideas and additional either partial routines or ideas. So each one's $12, but the whole thing's $30. And then rickholcombemagic.com.
Mhm.
Yes. And the smile was generous enough to post that in chat for you to get you the monies.
And
It-
thank you also,
it-
Andrew, for putting links to the other products during this lecture as well.
Oh, no
Appreciate
problem.
the assistance. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't do Black Friday stuff. I'm just
Nope, I don't believe in it either, so that's good. Have you heard of Color Friday? Color Friday is sort of the fight back against Black Friday, where it's about supporting small independent businesses on the day of the sales instead of big companies getting rid of old stock.
well, I'm a fan of that. So
Yeah.
it's more so that I believe in the value of my stuff, and I don't believe in discounting it.
No.
I'd rather give it to you for free so that you may buy something else. Because
Very much appreciated.
I believe that project is worth $30. I'm not going to put it on sale, and because if it's on sale, like why doesn't it always cost that much?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
so basically you're not being like illusionist and just devaluing all their products and rendering themselves redundant.
I mean, I wasn't going to
Yeah.
go there, but yeah, thanks
Oh,
for
yeah,
using my own words.
So
oh yeah,
if you're
anyone from
yeah.
illusionists, if you're watching this, we hate you.
Hey now. Don't insult my job like that.
Right.
But
So,
if
yeah.
if any of you were inclined to make a purchase, it would be much appreciated. And there's another project on there with Okido box stuff and really good ideas. I think, like I said, these are new concepts because I think nothing should be out there if it's not worth putting out there. So
Exact.
the Okido stuff, it's new ideas that, you know, there's nothing like these routines out there. So that project's called Outside the Box. It's 3 routines. The last one's like a quickie, but the other 2 are more full routines. My favorite one on there is called Audible Entry, and it's like, in my opinion, it's like the cylinder and coins, but much better. So you've got the Okido box on the table there, and you're holding the coins, and one by one, you drop them from here, but they're invisible. But you hear them arrive in the box with a clink. And then at the end, sure enough, they're in the box.
Nice.
Then the other routine on there that's, you know, really popular, called Okido Botch. So it's this kind of like magician in trouble premise. And I take everything out of this bag, and I can't even get going with the routine because like the lid disappears and then it goes back into the bag. Then the coins disappear, then they go back in the bag. Then the box disappears, it goes back in the bag. And it's this fun idea with stuff vanishing off of the table and everything. Then the last one's like a quick transportation of the entire box full of coins from your left hand over to your right hand. And that one's like a quickie, but that's a fun project if you like box stuff.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. By the way, unrelated question, but I think this ought to be asked because you just sound so wonderful. What microphone are you using?
It's just it's called Boya. I got it on Amazon like a few years ago. It's like a $25 lav mic. Just
Oh, okay. So you're basically just giving your voice the credit and not the microphone. Okay. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've
your
gotten
voice is powerful enough. It doesn't matter how cheap the microphone is. You're going to make it work.
well, thanks.
Yeah, thank you again. I don't know how many times I've thanked you this lecture, but every time it's been deserved. So yeah, thank
Yeah.
you for all the, not just the value of the content you've shared with us, but the time you have given us.
Well, this is fun for me.
Really
So
generous.
Yeah, this has been great, Rick. You've been more than generous with your teachings and insight tonight. We really, really appreciate it. So all the thanks and all the top hats. So
thank you.
That's-
Thanks all you guys for being here.
indeed.
Yeah.
And make sure everybody here and everybody watching in the future go and check out rickholcombemagic.com and get all those projects. They got all kinds of good stuff on them. So you want those in your set in your library.
Yeah, and don't forget his YouTube channel.
Yep.
Quality
Absolutely.
stuff.
Well, at the very least, visit my site, and at the bottom of the homepage there's like free books for you. These are public domain books, and I can at least grab your email from you because I've got a few projects already lined up that I'm going to be doing stuff independently until I hear from Jeff Copeland. So I've got stuff lined up coming out. So you want to be on my, I'm not going to inundate you with emails. Like, I don't do that. If I email you, it's to, like, tell you something's coming up. or something cool. So I'm not emailing you every day or every 3 days. So don't worry about joining a list or something.
All right, great.
Fair enough. I like it.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah.
So stop by and visit and just sign into the site at the very least. That's free, and you'll know when stuff's coming out.
Great, thank you.
That sounds great.
That's great.
Well, thanks again, Rick. We have taken a lot of your time, or you've given us a lot of your time tonight. So,
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, it's like 25 to 5 in the morning for me
oh,
right
that's
now.
right. I always forget you're in a whole different
Yeah, I'm
part of
But
the
yeah,
world.
the smile is in Wales.
Yeah. So I am gonna have to say goodnight right now. I've got my nephew's birthday party tomorrow. I've got to be up.
Oh yeah, tell me how that goes.
Will do. Yeah. So thank you again, and goodbye from me.
All right.
Oh, good night.
See you guys.
Okay,
See
thank
ya.
you.